A trading system is the main backbone for all types of traders. A trading system is nothing but a set of rules based on price action or technical indicators. Basically, a trading system tells the trader when and how to take the trade. In many cases, trading system acts like a blueprint for our trading. Basically, a trading system should define when to take an entry. Once entered, where will be our stop loss? Then it should also define the exit criteria to book the profits. And along with this, it should also consider the risk criteria, means how much percentage of portfolio amount to risk per trade. It is better if it defines a trial stop loss as well, because it helps in reducing the loss in case price reverses. So these are the four essential components of trading system. A trading system should define an entry criteria. It should define a stop loss criteria. It should define an exit criteria. It should also define the risk criteria with respect to a trade. Now I'm going to explain a simple trading system. So this is a simple trading system. Don't use it as it is. I'm just giving this system to explain how a trading system should be. So this trading system defines entry criteria, it defines a stop loss criteria, it defines an exit criteria, it defines trial stop loss, it also defines risk. So we'll come to entry criteria. The entry criteria for this trading system is very simple. So this is a simple pure price chart. I have plotted 9-day moving average. Okay, so this is a 9-day moving average. So the entry criteria, this is only for taking long trade perspective. So entry criteria is very simple. Whenever the price closes above 9-day moving average from below, so that will be our entry. So the next day we will take an entry. So this is an entry criteria. So entry will come little above the closing candle. Okay. The stop loss criteria. So stop loss criteria is very simple. Whenever we take a trade, the low of the entry candle will act as a stop loss. So this is the stop loss. And the next is exit criteria. So exit criteria is very simple. Whenever the price closes below our moving average, so next day we will exit at that level. For example, in this candle, price closed below moving average, isn't it? So in this case, so next day we will be exiting at this price level. So our exit comes here. Next, trial stop loss. So the trial stop loss is very simple. One can define a stop loss along with the moving average. So for example, in this case, so every day we can trial stop loss along with the moving average. So till today, it has not hit our trial stop loss. So on this day, exit criteria is triggered. So we'll be exiting it. So in this way, this system also define trial stop loss criteria. The risk parameter is very simple. We can deploy only 10% of the trading capital to this trade. So when I say 10% of trading capital, it is not the risk, it is the capital deployment. For example, if you have 1,000 rupees, you can deploy 100 rupees to this particular trade. So in this way, a simple trading system defines the criteria. So there is one more example here. So one more example is here. For example, price closed above this moving average here. You would have taken a trade here. So the stop loss is here. So it would have taken the stop loss here. For example, in this case, we have made a loss. Okay. So this is one simple example. Another simple example is here. So this is another entry criteria. Again, price closed above this 20-day, 9-day moving average from below. So this will be our entry. This will be our initial stop loss. So along with the moving average, you will trial the stop loss. Here, price closed exactly a little above moving average. So we are not exiting here. So I think the price closed below moving average here. For example, if you are taken a trade here, you will be exiting here. So this is a simple trading system. Now back testing. So before finalizing a trading system, one should define or one should check the performance of a trading system. Hence, back testing is very essential. Suppose even if you have defined or even if you are using a trading system, it is better to assess the performance of the trading system. So in this case, back testing is very essential. You can also use this template for back testing, and you can also use this template to log your trades. Okay, so it also acts as a trading journal. So for example, it's very simple. Assume we will consider the same trading system, whatever I'm explained now. Assume this is the template actually. So first column will contain the trade number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Stock name, second column is stock name, third column is entry date, fourth column is entry price, next is stop loss, initial stop loss, next is exit date, next is exit price, and then risk reward after trade. So what is the total risk reward after trade, reason for exit, and any lessons learned. So for example, this is, I logged, couple of trades in this. So this is a template I have stored here. For example, trade number is 1. And the stock name is, for example, I'm going to log as Reliance. Now entry date, for example, this is one entry. It closed above here. For example, next entry date is the next date, 15 June 2020. I will write 15 June 20. Next entry price, for example, this is our entry price, the high. For example, the high is 1593. So 1594 is our entry. 1594 is our entry. Stop loss, the entry candle is low is the stop loss. For example, low is it's clear 1497. It shows here. Low is 1497. So we will keep at 1496, 1 point below. So this is our entry done, stop loss done, then the exit. So exit, can you see here, price close below here. So the next day you will be keeping stop loss here. So in this case, it has not triggered our stop loss. So it will continue like this. I think here also, candle closed below the moving average. So we will be keeping our stop loss here. So in this day also, it has not triggered our stop loss. So here, once again, price closed below the moving average. So we will be keeping our stop loss here. So the next day it triggered here. For example, 3rd August 2020. So exit date is 3rd August 20. Exit date is done. Exit price. For example, this low is the exit price, isn't it? Low is 2052. You can see here. You can see in this column. Yeah. The low is 2052. Assume you would have kept a stop loss at 2051. So this is the thing. The important thing is stock name, it is there, entry date is there, entry price is there, stop loss is there, exit date is there, exit price is there. So reason for exit is uh, price close below EMA. So this is our reason for exit. There is no lesson. How to calculate the risk reward? So it is very simple. It is a difference between the original risk and the reward. For example, this is our entry price, isn't it? So entry price is uh, 1594. This is the entry price. Where will be the our original stop loss? The original stop loss is here 1496. So minus 1496. So the total risk was 90 points. For example, the risk was 98 points. Now we will check the reward. So the reward is, for example, exit price is this. So exit price is 2051 minus where will be our entry price. Entry price is 1594. So 1594. So this is the reward. So reward is 457. Reward is 457 points. So now for the total risk of 98 points, we got the reward around 457 points. So it's approximately 1:4 risk reward. You can check here divided by 98. So this is 4.6 is risk reward, risk reward trade. For example, what you can mention is 1:4.6 risk reward trade. So this is the risk reward. 1:4.6 is the risk reward of the trade. So in this way, you can check, you can log as many as trades possible in this by looking at the chart. You can keep on entering that trades from different stocks. So once you have 100 trades, you will get a performance, overall performance. So that's how you can backtest the system. So while backtesting, two things are very important. So accuracy and risk reward. If you find a trading system which gives minimum 50% accuracy and 1:2 risk reward, then it is a good trading system actually. So how do we calculate an accuracy and risk reward? So it is pretty simple once again. So assume you had around around for example on around 100 trades. I'm just taking an example. If you had 100 trades, just ensure how many trades are successful, how many trades are successful. For example, assume 52 trades are successful out of 100. So in this case, the accuracy is 50%, isn't it? 52%. Accuracy is 52%. So this is very simple. And similarly, assume you would have got many risk reward details here. For example, maybe 1:2, or maybe a little less because of the loss, etc., etc. Once you aggregate this risk reward, you will get an overall risk reward. For example, assume overall risk reward is, I'm just giving an example. Overall risk reward is, for example, 1:2 maybe 2.2. I'm just taking an example. So in this way, 52% is the accuracy. Risk reward is 1:2 2.0. So this is a beautiful. I mean, in that case, it becomes a beautiful trading system, because if you take 100 trades based on the system, so 52 trades will turn out as a profitable trades. So along with it, so usually the average risk reward per trade will becomes 2.0. It doesn't mean every trade will give 2.0 risk reward to, I mean 2.0 reward. So some trades might give more, sometimes it might give less. So in that way, we can calculate the accuracy and risk reward. Even if you are already using a trading system, you can check, you can log your trades, in this journal, trading journal, for next maybe 10 or 25 or 50 trades. You can calculate the accuracy and risk reward. That gives the performance of the particular trading system. So in this way, you can work on to improve the performance of your trading system, or you can fine tune the trading system. So in that way, it will help your trading. And this is a must and should. Every trader should have this trading journal, because if you keep on logging all your trades, so it will clearly indicate in which direction you are going wrong, or in which direction you are making more money. So this trading journal, it helps for back testing. It also helps to fine tune your trading.